Hello everyone. My name is Hunter555. You can all call me Hunter. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Or night. It's nighttime for me, sort of. Depending how you define it. We start these streams the same every time. With me getting confused about how time works, which is rather impressive considering how much Doctor Who content I consume. And other time travel related media, come to think of it. Anyway, let's not get off on a tangent within the first minute of me talking. Hello, Minipax. Welcome on in straight away with the resub for 8 months. Thank you very much, my good friend. And also, I believe Dan Grice just came in. Hello, Dan. Good evening. What is that? And Mythical Star. Hello. Sorry, I'm still wrapping my head around that emote. Is that Viral Porpoises? Yes, it is. It's beautiful, Minipax. It's beautiful. And hello, True Purple. Welcome on in. Tonight, because I didn't stream yesterday, tonight we are playing House Flipper. And yes, I'm aware I also didn't stream on Monday, so technically if I'm catching up on streams, I should be streaming Minecraft. We're going to ignore this fact, because I'll be honest, not really been feeling Minecraft recently. I haven't since Christmas. I'm going to blame playing Pokemon, because then it's not my fault. It's someone else's fault. I don't know whose, but someone else's. And I want to get more into this game. I had a lot of fun last time, and I want to have more fun when I'm feeling less shitty. Apologies for the language, Jason. Just remember that this is not an After Dark stream, so I should not be swearing. But yes, I want to try and play a bit more when I'm feeling cheerful, because that's what I'm feeling right now. Right. I want to see if I can, because I want to replace the outside, because this looks like crap. And just utter crap. And I'm allowed to say crap because that's not swearing. Well, not in my books. I don't mind the inside wall so much. I mean, that's a bit ugly, but this is just... So can... Floor and ceiling. No, it's not floor and ceiling. Walls. Ugly sweater wallpaper. Yes, Dan, I know. I have a potty mouth. Package of panels out. Oh, there's outside. Outside. I was rather hoping there'd be something that was a similar colour to the door. Okay, let's try panels. No. No. Apparently that's a wall panel, but it looks too... Oh, I like that. Oh, tiling and paneling not available yet. Damn. You can just sit there in the elements. So we need tiling still. Oh, we've got 10 jobs. Let's see, can we find... Just quickly reading them. Save me from these horrible colours, honey. So happy that you offered... I am not reading this in the clearly implied camp voice. I'm so happy that you offered to help me with the house flipping. I hope your offer is still valid. You wouldn't say no to such a wonderful person like me, right? Moved to my cousin's house. Sorry to say, an artistic soccer man said to live in a house that looks like a Christmas tree. Wall colours hurt my eyes, cuts on the look of them. So angry that I'm afraid that the sour look on my face will give me wrinkles. Will be terrible. We have to do something with it, and you, my sweetie, have to help me with it. Repaint all the walls with normal colours before my cousin returns from the gallery. I'm not sure I should be accepting a job like this. Like, what? Really? Necessary extra bathroom. Room next to the kitchen that's perfect for a bathroom, probably even has the appropriate connections. Oh, and you will also need to... Bathroom, home, workshop. Husband needs a 2-room, dream of an extra bathroom. Even though our house is not small, there is only 1 bathroom in it. Kids are growing, mornings can be difficult when you can't use the bathroom because someone is in it. Please remove all items from Grandma's room. Build a wall dividing it into 2 rooms. Existing bathroom is exactly above Grandma's room, so you should be able to mount everything in the new bathroom. I'm going to go for that because I reckon a bathroom is going to unlock tiling. So we're going for that one. 100 and booze sounds like a great evening. I'm going to assume that that's you drinking the booze, CJ. Not. It's because it's definitely not me. I have a nice glass of orange and mango squash. Because although I can drink, I generally don't. They need to get out here and do some weeding. That's just random flower. Ooh. I can technically remove the flowers. That's a good choice as well, Pax. I can't tell if Papsy is a deliberate typo or if that's an off-brand thing I'm not familiar with. In here? Ah, this is the bathroom. Okay. And then in here, doesn't need anything. Okay. In here, doesn't need anything. In here, doesn't need anything. It was just Grandma's room. Okay. Yeah, first floor, living room with kitchenette. That's not the first floor. That is the ground floor. As anyone who speaks proper English knows, this is the ground floor. Phrased intentionally. Okay. Sorry, I had to just take a second. I am not 100% with it, I will be honest. I think I'm supposed to sell. Yeah, I'm selling everything. All this stuff... Yeah, I'm supposed to sell that stuff as well. Oh dear. Just plummets. All this stuff that could have gone to a loving home. Well, it might still go to a loving home in fairness. Because I don't know what I'm doing with it when I sell it. Who am I selling it to? I am leaving the clock. Okay, so I need to buy some objects, mount some devices, and I need to build the walls. Okay, I see. Build wall. Yes, it would be very helpful. This is very slow. Rum-like drink that you're very hooked on. That's one of the problems I have when I do drink. I have for those that don't know, I have a very sweet tooth. I very sweet tooth. So the drinks I tend to have tend to be on the sweeter side. Except that can often mean I don't realise quite how alcoholic they are. Which, for those that don't drink often, is very dangerous. Because, well, it can lead to me over drinking without realising. CJ, resubbing with Prime, sub for 9 months. Thank you very much, CJ. Very kind of you. Right, bathtub, washer, sink, shower, and a toilet. Okay. Bye now. Oh, right, yeah, I need to unscrew this first. Washer, just the mountable washer, I think. Oh, for crying out loud. Tasks, washer. Which one's cheaper? Mountable washer. Assemble. I've no idea if this is accurate for assembling a washing machine. I've never had to assemble one. And I've only seen a washing machine taken apart once, so for all I know, this is completely wrong. I'm fairly certain that the inside is just graphics, not being bothered with. They're not bothering with the. Okay, I'm not sure what I did then, but whatever it was right. Only Estonian drink I know is Tallinn. That's more than I know, because I don't know any Estonian drinks. I am really bad for actually knowing what is from where, which is really bad considering that I'm meant to be a chef. Like, I am terrible. I removed the retention bolts, which is accurate to a washer. I will trust that you know what you're talking about because you're an adultier adult than I am. And I will not take any arguments on that matter, Mini-Packs, because you very much are. Right. New handyman skill available. 100% faster mounting. What's this? Oh. 50% extra payment, of course. And 40% less paint usage. Shower. Mountable shower. Try and get it up against the wall. Well, not exactly. Not exactly, because my friend Harriet is very much an adultier adult than me. By a significant margin. She's younger than me. Just because someone is adultier doesn't necessarily mean they have to be older. I mean, it generally helps, but it's not a requirement. So I don't know where I'm going with this point. I think it's just to say that you don't have to be older to be adultier. It helps, but it's not mandatory. There is a lot to this shower. And I am flying all over the place with it. Oh, how am I? Oh, there we go. Hey, this one opens. I can get in this one. Can I set it off? No, I can't. Huh. Strange. Bathtub. Okay, I have to remove them in a specific order. Bathtub. Let's go for the oval one. It's a little more interesting. There. Now, I know very little about bathtubs as well, but this looks reasonable. Yeah, this looks very reasonable. In we go. And this is where the taps go. In go the taps. And in goes the side. This is very ugly. I do not like this one bit, but it's the way it made me. Then again, I've also got this, so perhaps I'm not in a position to criticize how it looks. Mountable sink. No. No. Absolutely not. Everything else is white. No, I think I'm going to just go for white everything. There we go. On it goes. Vanatallin is exactly what I'm drinking for Hunter's benefit. Jamaican rum with a collection of various herbs and spices, including cinnamon bark. Far better than American rums, in your opinion. I've drunk rum once, and it was in Coke. So, I am not going to pass judgment on whether rum is any good. Like I said, I don't drink very much. And that's unlikely to change anytime soon, if I'm perfectly honest. I think that side's going to be... Yeah, I think that side's better. Although, most people are right-handed, which means they use their left. Oh, this is... There. Now no one's happy. Ooh, lime. I do like a lime rug because it's so hideous, which makes them perfect for bathrooms. There we go. Yeah. That's going to make absolutely no one happy. Oh, I love that. We just like, Minipack's just casually using 155 years as though it was yesterday. Which I suppose, from the perspective of British history, it very much was. That's why. Why did I do that? I need to buy another. Put you there. Standard desk in that colour. Oh. 15 years. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I did think 115 years. I know it's fairly recent for British history, but it's still a decent enough length of time to merit a little more acknowledgement, considering 115 years is, what, 100 years ago? It's pre-Titanic, so that role placement is monstrous. Yes, that is the point. Oh, they've got a back door. Yes, Mini-Packs. The role placement, that was the point, because I could not pick a side. Left Twix or right Twix? Pick a side. I picked the middle. 100% of the job complete. And yes, I've done it to the bare minimum specifications they required. And left a very ugly brick wall. In fairness, on this side it works. It doesn't on the other. Wasn't in the workforce 155 years ago, so I wouldn't have been choosing. Sorry, in fairness, Paxbot, it's an easy mistake to make, and I've just realised I didn't actually get tiling from that. Necessary extra bathroom. Let's try that one. Didn't even think about 155. That's Victorian era. Oh, I can't math very well. Right. I need to destroy some walls. I like the sound of that. Oh, I've got tiling and paneling now. Demolition. I love the fact that I've got a robot hand. That makes it even better. I assume I was supposed to destroy the door. Oh, this is fun. I have found my new calling, which is rather unfortunate considering I have actually managed to secure myself a job interview. Oh yeah, I have a job interview. Should probably have mentioned that sooner, come to think of it. Because I have been keeping you guys rather updated on my whole job hunt, so you guys are probably going to be interested to hear that. Whereabouts? In my bedroom. So the interview is over the phone. With the management director of a company I am not going to name because I've done a little bit of digging into them, and they have 2 offices, and both are within 15-20 minute drive of me, 30 minutes at a max. So for obvious reasons, I don't particularly want to disclose the locations. But it's with a company that works in IT in Cloud services specifically. I will share that. I don't think I was supposed to break this one. Oh well, it's gone now. Sell. Build wall. There we go. No, I was supposed to destroy it. Oh. Come on. Break. There we go. I was actually supposed to destroy this. I feel better about it now. Is that all of it? Yes. Right. What else do we have? First things first. Building. 50% faster building. Demolition. Triceps of steel. Microsoft then. It's not Microsoft. We can call it Microsoft if you like. It is not Microsoft. I have better things to do with my time than work for Microsoft. Like, literally anything else. Right. Sell objects. Steel garage selves. Okay. Mount devices first. Tasks. Actually, no. Lay wall tiles first. And then the other one. No. I need to switch to tiling. Okay, at least it does an entire line at a time, considering I can only hold one. That would be very painful otherwise. Yeah, no, I'm not getting a job at Microsoft. Do I look mad? Do I look mad to you? But I am quite happy about it. It's I've just realised I never actually answered the question about when it is. It is on the 7th of February. And the only reason it's on the 7th of February and not next week at some point is because the guy who will be interviewing me is away next week. So ask for it to be the week after. To be perfectly honest, I am actually kind of surprised that I got the interview because the woman who's helping me with finding an apprenticeship did not sound particularly convinced that they would want to speak to me because the guy in question is very busy and they already had like 7 people who had their CVs turned in. Yes, mini packs, they are. So, this is possibly a dangerous thing to say on a website owned by Amazon, but I am fairly uncomfortable with like companies that have monopolies on things. And yes, I'm aware I'm saying that on a website run by Amazon, but I'm very conscious that you can be aware of something and still, because of the nature of the world, have to participate in it. Well, I suppose I don't have to stream, but it's an issue that I'm very I and ah about it a lot because I'm never sure exactly where I stand on it. I'm very much not in favour of big business, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, CJ, I know it's just one of those things because of the nature of Amazon. It's just the nature of what Amazon provides as a service. Not quite enough tiles. That's just typical. I will be honest, this is a really ugly bathroom, but I'm going to just use these ones for the rest because frankly they're prettier. Yeah, no, existing in this day and age is just generally unpleasant. Can I building? No. Negotiation, gardener, demolition, handyman. 7. So I'm guessing 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Not quite. I need to do 5 more, apparently. Okay. I've still got a bit to do, so we'll do a bit more. Yeah, capitalism just plain sucks. You are absolutely right. Well, one of the things I saw recently was just like, without a financial incentive, people won't do anything. That's pretty much what it was saying. People won't do anything without a financial incentive. And I'm just thinking, have you not seen what some people will build in Minecraft just because they have the time? I mean, and what about all the people who volunteer for things? Like both my parents run youth groups. Granted, it's the same youth group, but they also have more of an administrative role as well as a directly like running it role. So I'd certainly contend that you don't need a financial incentive. Yeah, I know it's one of those things I hate about shopping for clothing. I am definitely not fashionable by any stretch, but I like nice clothes. But it's impossible to actually buy decent clothes that haven't been in some way made by slave labour or by a company that endorses slave labour. And it's very very unpleasant. That's very ugly. Why would you want this as your floor? Whatever, it's your floor. Let's go for this one. Ooh. Yes, it's hideous. I love it. Individual people or some people as a collective are generally not. Yes and no. I think, for the most part, people as a general rule are decent enough. I think there's too much focus is given to the not so decent people. Far too much focus is given to them, in fact. You know it's bad when it's like seeing people being decent, like normal human beings, seems like I want this. I want this in real life. Upgrade. Yeah. I think generally people are decent, but you see so much stuff about people who aren't decent that when decent people come along, they seem like a rarity. And also people do decent things that they shouldn't have to do, like all these stories about school kids like selling lemonade to pay off their classmates' like lunch debt. Children should not be in debt ever. Period. Goodbye. That's not up for debate. Clothes are the worst. Order all my clothes from Patagonia because for the most part they share my values. As much as any company I know. Okay, I have Patagonia and I didn't think of a company. I went to a region in Argentina. Says a lot. Hello, Alcorn. You join us as we're ranting about capitalism, which probably should have been saved for an After Dark stream, to be honest, because I'm struggling to keep my mouth clean. Let's go for this one. Yes. There we go. You can't get in. Again. Oh well, not my problem. And a mirror. They want a mirror. That's a nice mirror. We'll put it over the sink. There we go. What else do you want me to do? Oh, okay. You want me to paint the bedrooms, alright. Did not realise. In here, sky blue. Painting. Lurky working. No worries, Alcorn. No worries. For some reason I thought I could paint more than one wall at a time. I don't know why. At the very least, I've got the don't waste paint on already painted walls now, which is good. It's very, relaxing is not the word. Soothing. I think soothing's a better word. Even with the sound of it. This is just a very relaxing game. I will be honest. I'm having to make a special effort to talk because I could just play this game silently for a good few hours. But I don't think you guys will find that particularly interesting. So please do tell me if you want me to shut up for a few minutes or if you have something to talk about, because I could do with either. I am one of those people who's very easy to keep entertained. Now, apparently that's enough to complete the job, and all I did was assemble a bathroom and paint half a bedroom. I really like this blue. I like sky blue. In fairness, I like most colours. Shut up. If you type the word shush into Twitch, then at least on desktop, it replaces it with an emote, and I have not found a way to stop it from doing that. And it's really annoying because I constantly want to tell Cosmic to shush when they're being self-deprecating, but I can't. Oh, hold on. Okay, now it's not doing it anymore. Have they removed the emote? Really? Oh, for crying out loud! And now I look like I'm insane. That's definitely a thing on it's definitely something that's happened to me on Cosmic's channel, because I constantly try and tell them to shush when they're being self-deprecating, and it comes up with the emote rather than the word, and then won't let me use the. Everything's too violent for Twitch, especially our political views. I fully expect this channel to get. Well, when our capitalist overlords decide that they're sick of democracy, I fully expect this channel to be one of the ones that is used in my trial for sedition. You may have noticed I'm quite outspoken about my views, and quite disparaging about certain things. And I will not apologise. There we go. Is that all of it? No, we've got this line here as well. Nice and fast. Oh, up here. Thinking, what have I missed? 96, 97, 98, 100. Hold on, just to double check. None of those want sky blue. Okay, good. I can get rid of that then. And just to double check. Painting. 245 painted walls. Okay. Yeah, no, okay, okay. The illusion of democracy then, Pax. The illusion of democracy. You knew what I meant. No, not in that. In here? Yes. So we want sleepy blue for this one. Large. There we go. Painting! Ooh, this is a nice colour as well. I mean, as I said before, I like most colours. I've got a colour-changing D20 lamp, so... And I wish I had more colour-changing lamps, to be honest. But I have nowhere to put them. I've got so much stuff. Yeah, I am not a minimalist by any stretch. Okay, my eyes skipped over the In Vault Hunters, so I just saw, in other news, I'm growing a giant chicken. And I was ready to accept that you meant IRL. I could not figure out why on earth you were growing a giant chicken, but I was ready to accept it. Why? Out of curiosity, why are you growing a giant chicken? I assume there's a story. Well, not necessarily a story, but a reason for it. What it's worth, it sounds like our political views are in pretty similar quadrants. Yeah. From what I know, CJ, we are quite similar, considering we are from drastically different countries in terms of political spectrums. But yeah, now I don't normally do this, but I think I'm going to encourage everyone off politics just for the time being, just because I have not set this stream up as after dark, and a lot of people would argue that politics is not family friendly, and I'd be inclined to agree with them. Particularly because, like I said, I can get quite ranty about it. Mainly because I can. That is such a mini-pack sentence. Pretty much everything you do in Minecraft is because you can. Especially with you. Especially when it comes to automation. Did you need 480 different automated farms? No. Then why did you build them? Because it was possible? Right. What's that burning smell? Oh, that's my computer. It can't run these farms. And you built them anyway. Oh, Minecraft can run them. There we go. Right. Bear with me 1 second, folks. I just need to have a drink. I feel like I'm talking more than I normally do. I have no idea if I am or not, though. If there is a farm, there is a need. Okay, fair enough. And I have gone into new Minecraft worlds with the intention of building farms. Excuse me, plant. You're in my way. I will be honest, that intention never lasts very long, because I hate villagers, frankly. I hate working with villagers, and you have to if you want to build an iron farm. I need to buy white. You know what? It doesn't detract from my payments, so they can have that. I am such a bad... Oh, have I finished? No, I've still got another bedroom. With alluring lavender and bright lavender. Through here? Yes, through here. Okay. We'll buy medium of each. And I think what we're going to do... Speed Minecraft, open that game for the first time in 2 or 3 months tonight. Feels good. Note to self, don't decorate. I mean, if I was actually decorating, then maybe I'd do a decent job. But frankly, I don't think I'm a decent decorator, so I would not hire me either, frankly. Trying to do this in a... Trying to do this in a... there we go. That's what I wanted. And then fill it up a bit more. I say all the time with the stuff I build, when someone asks why I built it, all I say is, why not? Yeah, now that I think about it, why am I building a train? Why am I building a train base? I have absolutely no need for a train base. I have a base. I have a fully functioning base with like idle farms, basically. So why do I need to build another base? Because I can. I have had a thought regarding bases in Minecraft, and specifically on Infinity Cove, but it's not really relevant, and it's not going to be relevant until we either decide we want to move areas on the server, or feel we need to move areas on the server. I mean, if people are interested, then I'd be happy to share it. But honestly, I have no idea how much interest there would be, even if it did, like if it was a possibility. Considering the reason for moving would normally be along the lines of new terrain generation. People are more likely to want to play with new terrain generation than... Although, saying that, we have got collab builds, so... Which reminds me, have we taken those Christmas decorations down yet? Because I have a funny feeling we haven't. At the very least, I haven't been involved in it. I haven't seen anyone else talking about it, so... At this rate, it's going to be Easter before we take them down. Really need to plan to do that at some point. Oh well. That's future us problem. Yeah, I didn't think we would. It's not something that really we do, and it can cause lag, so. You have taken the Santa's hat off. Well, it's a start. It is a start. I think we need to figure out what we're going to pull down and what we're going to leave up, because like we have the tree in Covetown stays up year round, but the decorations come off it. Do we want to do the same for the Finite Inn, because the tree is a lot more clearly Christmas tree? I'll be honest, when I saw the tree at Covetown, I did not. My mind didn't go straight to Christmas tree. It's like, oh, someone built a custom tree here. Haven't been on the Cove right now. Yep, no, that's absolutely fine. Mini packs that. I just am throwing stuff out there. I have a lot of Cove players who watch my streams. I can't imagine why. I know exactly why. It's because I stream from that server. So whenever I have an idea or something comes into my mind about what we could do on the Cove, then I have a tendency to just mention it here, even if I don't actually discuss the idea. Just bring up, like, I have had an idea about something we could do on the Cove. Are people interested in Cove stuff at the minute, or are they busy elsewhere? And of course, you are busy elsewhere. We miss you too, CJ. I will warn you, if you do decide to return at some point, Cosmic and I have moved in nearby. That's all I'll say on the matter. But you made it quite clear, like you needed to take some time away, which you did, and you said you might come back, but we didn't expect it, and you've come back. First one was much more Christmas tree. Okay, right, job complete. I forgot about the bathroom. How did I forget about the bathroom? Oh, we don't just deconstruct bases just because people have left. Normally, if they're a well-established base, they are put up for auction's the wrong word. They're available for new players to move into. Minipacks, feel free to correct me if I'm mistaken on any of this. And in the case of your base, it wasn't near anything. So even if it had been like something like people felt needed removing, it's not near anything to like spoil views almost, if that makes sense. So it's not really something that's been bothering anyone. As far as I know, at least, it certainly hasn't been bothering me. And considering that I'm one of the people who has a base nearby, I'm fairly certain I should be the one who has who decides whether or not to object to it. Recent stuff. I was hoping recently purchased. No. Panel. Let's see if I can find them again. Was it these? No. It's not what I meant to do. It was not those. Um... Hmm. Panel. Which ones were they? Not those ones. Brown panels? Were they just brown panels? They look too bright. So which ones were they? Package of panels dark? Ah, there we go. Figured it out eventually. Came into removal clauses there for eyesores and terrain trimming. Generally, we don't remove anything other than that. Thank you, Minipax. Totally not been building huge Pokemon nearby. Yeah, big Pokemon. Thanks for your understanding. Hey, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I understand. It does not matter if I understand. My feelings on the matter are actually irrelevant. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Whoops. So that should... Yes, I've got it right now. Yeah, what I feel about it isn't really relevant to the situation. It's, you need to do right by you, regardless of what other people felt. And this is the same for a lot of content creators, including me. If I ever need to take a long-term leave of absence, then I need to take one, regardless of what other people think of the situation. Oh, understanding is okay. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. Kevin's quite the conversation. Yes, Jay Price, but as CJ says, it is quite tame compared to half an hour ago. We have been all over the place with conversation tonight. I'm not sure why. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's unusual, shall we say. My left hand... Oh, I can't open the tablet when I've got stuff in my hand. Perks. Handyman. 16 more. Taking a sabbatical right now, as it happens. Christmas was brutal. Yeah, that's understandable, Minipax. I would be very surprised if you were able to keep going with how Christmas was. I wasn't working over Christmas, and I was just hearing grumbles from my sister, who works at the pub I used to work at, and it sounds like it was chaotic. I suspect it would have been more chaotic even if I was there, because I would have been handling all the organising of it, because I'm the only one who had any organisational skills. Concerning when you remember that one of the other chefs was responsible for paying us. I'm exaggerating. Slightly. Yeah, J-Pro, I'm the same. I've missed people's streams, but I very much miss people's streams. I wish I could catch more people's streams. I still get sad that I don't really have the time to watch more streams. I generally am not in Ginger streams or Aldabars, and I wish I was. But if I were in the streams of every single person I wanted to watch, I wouldn't have any spare hours in the day. As it is, if I try to watch everyone, there's already not enough time in the day. Why don't I just move the entire stack of tiles? Because at this stage there's not much point, there's hardly any left. Worth a shot. But yeah, I've missed people, but at the same time I just don't have the time to watch everyone, which is a pity, but what can you do? Yeah, you make do with as many people as you can, and I will always make an effort for the most effort, that is, for the people I mod for, and then of course my fellow streamers on Infinity Cove, and technically they're in the same category, but my colleagues, they're not colleagues. They are not colleagues. My friends, who I share a Discord server with, which leads me nicely into I have a Discord server that I share with Minipax and Elcon. It's called the Finite Inn. It is full of awesome people. You should be awesome there as well. And I'm sure if I keep talking just long enough, then Minipax will throw the link in the Discord. In the chat. I mean, we can put the Discord link in the Discord server, but I don't think there's much point. Sorry, CJ. Minipax beat you to it. Sun's coming soon, coming back next week. Not my sleep cycle is... Now my sleep cycle is back on track and I'm starting to feel more normal. Well, don't rush it, Minipax. I know from experience that rushing it is a bad idea. I wanted to come back to streaming sooner than I did when I did my arm, and I sat down, spent a couple of hours before I was meant to go live, sat in streaming position, shall we say, and my body did not like it. And I was glad of the fact that I had taken a couple of hours to adjust, because it made me realise that no, I was in no way ready to go back to streaming. So Hunter, sit down. Really? That's infuriating. So's that. But yeah, that's... I'm not allowed to tile this bit apparently. That's really annoying. Thing is, something I've just realised though is I do now. Oh, I can only build walls inside. That's inconvenient. I wanted to make the house bigger. But yeah, you can't build outside. That's unfortunate. Right. Use browser. Let's see what properties we've got. So we've got 43,000 in the bank. What have we got? Quite a few. Let's go with abandoned house. Oh, no worries, Addy. A wizard is never late. They arrive precisely when they mean to. Unfortunately, you're not a wizard. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I bully Addy a lot on stream. I know. I love them, really. Ooh. Oh, God. Okay, right. We're buying this one. Go! This is my first time buying a property. I am... On the left, you can see thumbnails of buyers. From time to time, they will comment on your actions. Pay attention, especially to those on top. The higher they are, the more they are willing to pay for this house. Increase the value of the garden. You can take part in one of the garden competitions. After pressing enter, choose the competition category that best suits your garden. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, wow. This is something else. Cockroaches. If you're a person with catsaridophobia, fear of cockroaches, I like that. I like the fact that it's got a pop-up the moment you look at the cockroaches. CJ needs to call into bed. No worries. You take care, CJ. Need to go on a call for 10 minutes, but you're at an hour in a minute. Thank you, Minipax. Thank you. Right. If anyone is fear of cockroaches, look away now. How do I pull out vacuum cleaner? Right, I will tell you guys when you can look again. I'm just vacuuming up the cockroaches right now. I don't know if there is anyone who's looked away, but it's just a precautionary thing more than anything. I don't want anyone to have to deal with them if they don't want to. Come on. There we go. Cockroaches are gone, so you can look. Oh no, there is a couple left. They were hiding. God. There, that's better. Right, just be aware that cockroaches might suddenly appear. Right. I'm just running through and quickly getting rid of all the trash that I can just kind of like click on. And then I'm going to take a break. And then we will do a bit more work on this house because my god, is it a dump? Like seriously, I have never seen a worse house in my life. Granted, I have not seen many houses in anywhere near this condition. It is interesting that some things you can click to dispose, other things you cannot. It seems to be rather random. Just going to sell the other bits, including the lights and the doors. Light switches can stay, radiator fittings can stay. Plugs can stay. Oh, I shouldn't have sold that door. I've now sealed myself in the property. Whoops. Oh well, okay, right, I'm going to take a short break now. It's just a few minutes to get away from the screen so I can top up my drink, stretch my legs, make sure that I'm not spending too much time hunched forward. You should all do the same thing. And I will be back in a few minutes. And we are back. And if you couldn't figure that out from my voice returning, I am concerned. So, my best friend. I've known my best friend for 9 years this June. And thank you, Jay Price. And I have lived at the same address the entire time I've known her. Those that don't know, I still live with my parents because the housing market in this country is garbage. But yes, I still live at the same house I did when I met my best friend 9 years ago. And guess what she texted me on my break? What's your address? What's your address, Hunter? I've known you for nearly a decade, but I still don't remember what your address is. I've lost count of the number of times I've told her my address. I have messaged her my address, so it's somewhere in our chat history, and most chat services have search features nowadays. So it's just... and apparently she doesn't have an address book, which surprises me. Of all the people I know, she is the one who I would expect most to have an address book, even in this day and age, when most people don't have an address book. Yes, I have just informed her of this, which apparently she didn't know. I said that like you can save it to my contact in your phone, and her response was, "Oh, can you? I'm gonna do that then. How?" And then I just like figure it out. I'm in the middle of something. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I can explain afterwards. So I've left her figuring it out, but it made me laugh that I've got her address saved because she lives quite she moved house admittedly a while back now, but I don't get to visit her very often, so I haven't quite got the route to her place down. So I still use Google Maps to navigate my way there. So I have her address saved in Google Maps just to make my life easier with getting there. It also means I don't have to keep asking her what her address is. But I didn't realise she didn't have my address saved anywhere. It's surprising because normally, of the two of us, she's the organised one. Normally I'm the disorganised one, but apparently not now. I know exactly what she wants my address for because my birthday's coming up and I know what she's like with birthdays, which is she has to get you something. She's upset if she can't get you something. It bothered her how few suggestions I had for birthday and for Christmas presents. Sorry, because I was genuinely just drawing a blank because I had no idea what I wanted for Christmas. Not particularly sure what I want for my birthday, but I've had a slightly easier time sorting out birthday ideas. Where's... Ah, there we go, got it. Sell those. When is my phone? Phone? I've just read two messages and merged them together. When is my birthday? My birthday is sometime in the next week. Or is it 2 weeks? Or is it 3? Okay, it's at the start of February, I'll tell you that. So at some point it is some point next week. Addy, you are expressly forbidden from telling anyone when my birthday is. And I'm not kidding about that. Because I know what this community is like. I've already got Cosmic, who knows when it is. No, J Price, you're not allowed to ask Cosmic. I mentioned in I think it was Joel's stream. I mentioned that I really wanted something, and then realised that it was a chat room that had Cosmic in it, and Cosmic had that day been asking me what I wanted for my birthday, so I just had to quickly get on Discord and message them. So, have you messaged Cosmic to ask when my birthday is? Yes, exactly. It's February 31st. There we go. We're making decent progress with the cleaning side of this. Right, that's another one. Yes, of course you have. Close to mine as well, but we'll do something for you. Don't need to do anything for my birthday. You did something for my birthday last year. You don't need to do anything again. I don't know why you guys always feel the need to do stuff for me. I just coming along to my streams is sufficient. These windows don't actually open. That's disappointing. Clean the window. There we go, and clean that bit. And now we need to go. Right, yes, I removed the doors. Okay. Let's put a door in. Store. Door. No, that's not how you spell door. Front door. That'll do nicely. Can I? Thank you. Beautiful. Right then. Garden hose. Time to hose down the outside of the building. You haven't ever so we have to. We don't have to, but we like to. You guys are wonderful. I hope you know that you guys are wonderful. I don't think I say it enough, but you are. Axe not available yet. Okay, so I can get specifically an axe. That's useful to know. Hose. Something over here. There. There we go. I don't know what happened there. Now, you guys are too good to me. Too good. I don't deserve it. And I am very grateful for the fact that I don't have cosmics. Don't be so mean, Redemption. Are we? Yep, we are. Right then. Let's start mowing the lawn. I think I can also use this to... Yes, I can use this to remove the weeds. Excellent. I think I need to specifically sell that one. There we go. Nice. That's so much nicer. I'm thinking sell the house, but of course I could sell it when it was in any condition. Sell. Brush cutter. I am going to have to pull up, like leave and go back to the office and get a job that involves work on a garden, because I need to get the axe so I can remove the trees. Is it getting dark, or is it just me? In game, I mean. I know it's dark in real life where I am. I am very aware of this fact. Still getting dark a little early for my liking. I'm very weird. I don't like summer. By any stretch of the imagination, but I do like the brighter evenings. I do like the days where it doesn't get dark until like beyond 10 p.m. There's just something about like a bright evening that makes me feel good. But I don't like the heat that comes with summer. Or anywhere on the equator. Either or both. Especially don't like equatorial summers. Those are too uncomfortable for me. I don't handle heat very well, which made the heat wave the UK had last summer pretty unbearable for me. I was sat doing nothing, and it was unpleasant. There is brush cutter. Can I not? 8 more minutes of mowing. Guess I'll keep mowing. Is that 8 in-game minutes or real life minutes? I'm not very clear on that. Still says 8 minutes, which makes me think it's probably IRL minutes, which is unfortunate. Can I get that? Yes, I can. It's definitely... Oh, hold on. The stars are out. The in-game time says 2:05. Why? Why? Or is that I've been working on this for 15 minutes? Actually, that's a good point. It might be a case of, this is how long you've been working on this property. Which actually makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. And yes, I'm doing this in an incredibly inefficient manner, but honestly, I'm just enjoying the sound of my own voice, frankly. I suppose that's streaming for you, though, because I'm the only one who's actually audible. So, most of the time, most of my streams. Obviously, there's the occasional stream where there's not just me. What are we at? Okay. Haven't made my mind up how long I'm going to stream for today. I haven't really settled into a routine for House Flipper, but that's what happens when this is only the second stream. So I don't know how long is a good stream length for this game yet. I think it really depends how much I can get done in a stream. Or not even how much I get done, just do I feel like if I was to end a stream at 2 hours, do I feel that that was a good stream? Do I feel like am I happy with ending the stream there? Obviously there will be situations where I end the stream at 2 hours for other reasons, but sometimes just you can get to the end of I can get to the end of the second hour and just feel like, yeah, I'm quite happy with the way things have gone. I'm not going to go any longer just because I'm happy with the way things are there, and we've reached a nice, satisfactory ending. Unfortunately, for a game like House Flipper, there is no satisfactory ending, I don't think, unless we count like developing all the houses, which is a possibility. What I will do once I've finished cutting all this grass down, and yeah, there's a lot of it still, is I want to pull something up on the screen to talk to you guys, because I did realise something when House Flipper won the game votes that I hosted in Discord. House Flipper doesn't have a definitive end in the way Return of the Obra Dinn did, or Subnautica does. It's a very, very much more sandboxy game. So that kind of removes the idea that Wednesday streams would be a more frequently rotating game. Because it's not going to be with this game. So we need to try and figure out what would be a good way to consider House Flipper complete. Because it's not going to be after I flipped a house, because I could just spend the rest of this stream doing that, and I don't think that counts. So I need to figure out what does count. And I've had a couple of thoughts, but I will wait until I'm back in the office. I'm going to mow the lawn, and I'll head back to the office, because it's going to be an easier place to discuss it when I buy a mansion. Yeah, that's a possibility. That is very much possible. I don't even know what houses there are in the game. What I do know is there is a House Flipper 2. Not come out yet, but there is a House Flipper 2 on the horizon. I don't know why, because they've announced I think there's still DLC to be released for House Flipper 1. So why have they already announced House Flipper 2? And how on earth do you... Like, with a game like this, you'd be better off just making improvements with DLC rather than... and patches, rather than releasing a new game. It's not really a game that requires a sequel. It's like Minecraft 2. You don't need a second Minecraft. Just update the first one. And yes, I know there was that whole Minecraft 2.0 April Fool's thing. I'm not counting that. Obviously, I'm not counting that. Right. Wish it would hurry up and get to daytime. It's really quite... Oh, there was an autosave. Not sure if you guys caught that, but my game stuttered for a second. How is the stream for you guys? Is it good? Is it poor quality? Does it keep buffering for people? I was having problems on Sunday with my Subnautica stream, so I just want to check if it's just Subnautica that's having the issues, or if I'm having issues with House Flipper, a game that is apparently running at 60 FPS. 59. Around 60 FPS. It's been fine tonight. Speaking of Minecraft 2, what is Legends going to be? Spin-off game, same as Minecraft Dungeons, but different genre. I'm not really sure, honestly. I've only seen it. I've only seen the trailers and the stuff released at Minecraft Live, so I'm a little unclear on what it's going to be. And honestly, I have not been listening to Johnny and Joel speculate because I have been very inattentive with the Spawn Shocks recently. I've showed up in recordings, kind of lurked, not really listened, to be honest, and then not listened to the episodes when they're published because I was just aware enough for my brain to be like, no, we've heard this before, we're not listening to it again. But not aware enough to actually be able to remember anything that was said. So, yeah, that's productive. I basically spent 2 hours sat doing nothing. Though, in fairness, last Monday was down to the fact that I was in a very fragile place mentally because of the phone call I had with the apprenticeship recruiters. It was very, very draining for me. So I did not feel great. Then I spoke to Minipax for like 2 hours. And Minipax was very patient. Although in fairness, I wasn't venting to them as much as I normally would have done. So I suppose there's that. It was mostly about tech stuff and things like that, and also work, but in a slightly more relaxed environment, which was far more pleasant. Yeah, I think it's only similar to Dungeons in that it's a Minecraft game with a very different art style and is and a very different genre to normal Minecraft. I don't think it's like Dungeons in the way Dungeons plays, from what I've been able to tell, Jay Price. Which, again, take everything I say about Legends with a pinch of salt, because I don't know a lot about it, so I could be completely wrong. I have made a note of the release date on my calendar, but I don't plan to pre-order it. I'm very careful about pre-ordering games. There are only a few that I will pre-order. In case you couldn't tell, I am a big Pokemon fan. And I still didn't pre-order Pokemon Sword and Shield because part of it was because I didn't approve of certain decisions made by Game Freak, the developers of Pokemon, and part of it was because because of said creative decision, I decided I wanted to wait a bit longer to actually get more information about the game. And while certain things I was curious about, I liked the look of the starter Pokemon, which is often one of the things that will tempt me, and I liked the look of in fact, I like the look of the lot of the Pokemon that were being introduced. I still do. I think some of them look really good. Um, but when the game came out and people started making videos about it and things, I took one look at the game and thought, that is the most linear Pokemon game I've ever seen. And there are some very linear Pokemon games, but yeah, that was very. Oh, that's much nicer being able to see the grass. Yeah, it was just it because of the nature of the. So I'm going to nerd out for Pokemon on Pokemon for a bit. You will have to forgive me or don't. It's my channel. I can talk about what the hell I like. Um, Pokemon Gen 8, Pokemon Sword and Shield, are the region, Galar or Galar or however you want to pronounce it, is based on the United Kingdom, which means that you've got a lot of British-inspired motifs around. Some Pokemon that are inspired. There's a Corgi Pokemon. I know Corgis are Welsh, but it's based on the UK as a whole. The only difference is pretty much that it's flipped top to bottom. So London, or the stand-in for London, is at the top of the map rather than the bottom. It's called Wyndon. Personally, I think that's a little too close to Swindon, but I suspect most people have not heard of Swindon. And it's very, very clear that it's a parody of London because there is a big wheel that looks remarkably like the London Eye. Alongside some other things, but that was the thing that caught my eye most. But it's just because the UK is, as I'm sure people are aware, quite a narrow country. It's very linear. You go in a straight line for a bit, then you go in a circle, then you do a bit of fast travel, then you do another circle, then you go another straight line. And it's very hard to find that interesting because the game forces you to go round that circle in a specific direction. And I don't see why. I like being able to explore Pokemon games to an extent at my own leisure. But it's not just a case of the route is a like the route of the story is in a circle and a straight line and then another circle. It's also the fact that the routes in question were there's not much opportunity to deviate from the actual path, if that makes sense. Often Pokemon games will have, particularly early on, they might have like a forest. Or something similar, where whilst there is a path, you can go and wander off and get a bit lost and then try and find your way back, and the opportunity to catch some of the lower level Pokemon. There's not really much like that in Sword and Shield. Granted, there's an open world area, kind of, but it's very, like, you can see exactly where you're supposed to be going. And it's actually, and it was touted as being like an open world region for you to catch Pokemon. It is very small for an open world region. Haven't really heard or read anything about it. Not played any Pokemon games. I'm going to assume really heard or read anything about it is in reference to Minecraft Legends rather than Pokemon. Yeah, no, a lot of people haven't played Pokemon. It's just something that I enjoy. I've enjoyed it. I got my first Pokemon game when I was the age you're supposed to play Pokemon, and it's it's a collection game. It is a game where you are rewarded for completing something. It makes me very happy that feature, and also very unhappy because it is so hard to try and catch every Pokemon. Considering there's over 1,000 now. I think that's the entire garden. I think we've got it all. At least as best we could. Oh no, there's a bit there. Might occasionally, whilst we're actually working on the lawn, I might have to get the streamer out occasionally. Right, we're gonna return to the office. Yeah, so I wasn't particularly impressed with Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I had no interest in the other games that released at a similar time on the Switch, which is Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, because they were remakes of the first set of games, which, in my opinion, get too much attention. And they have so much attention lavished on them that I really don't think we need the games to be made again. Anyway, that's enough of me ranting about Pokemon. Now, completing this game. So, there are a couple of possibilities. I haven't decided on exactly which one yet, but I'm going to show you one of them. Involves going on here, browser, for purchase. So there are 37 properties for purchase. We own 2 of them. One is the office and one is the abandoned house. In theory, one thing we could do is complete all the properties. House on the Moon, castle. I mean, look how expensive they are. It's going to take us a while to get there. Like, the small properties are the ones that, like, even like this, is still 45 grand for these ones. They still only have 1 floor. I think, that's got 2 floors. So the first property with 2 floors is Alleyway of Lights, and it's nearly 50 grand. So we're going to be dealing with 1 floor properties for a while, I think. And even then, like, Decorated House has 2 floors, but Home Admin Legends, Home and Car, Room 404, A House in a Thicket, Turtle House has 2, A House in a Thicket, The One to Flip, they all have 1 floor. A lot of properties only have 1 floor, which is surprising considering traditionally houses come with 2 floors. But there we go. The other option is... Hold on, you can't see this, so let me see if I can figure out how to... Close that. Bring that up. And transition over. The other way is by 100%ing the achievements. Which, as you can see, because I've played House Flipper before, I already have some achievements. I've got a few for selling people, completing my first job. Not sure what Strongman was for, and a few gardening achievements. But there's still quite a lot. There's still a lot of achievements, including a hidden achievement. I've got 8 out of 74, which is 11%. So in theory, we could go for achievements. So, what do we think? Do we think achievements or do we think properties? Because there is a difference. And whilst you guys think about that, I'm going to accept a gardening job because I am trying to get hold of the axe. I also need to just realise change onto that because realise that you were still looking at display capture, which I don't actually want you looking at, funnily enough. Too much risk of accidentally showing stuff off. Lawnmower! Finally! Actual lawnmower. From now on you can make use of the lawnmower. Excellent. Okay, so... Okay. It's a surprisingly quiet petrol lawnmower. Whoa, that's actually quite fast. Let's take it down to med speed. There we go. Mow, mow, mow the lawn with the petrol mower. Really need to remember to not sing on stream. It's a really bad idea to sing on stream. I've got to remember I've got a streamer as well, so I can use that at times. I do appreciate the fact that I've got. Who taught me how to? Jay Price. I was self-taught. I was pretty much given a lawnmower and just told, right, you've seen us do it, mow the lawn. Granted, when I learnt how to mow, the garden I was mowing was smaller than my bedroom. It was tiny. Our current garden is a lot bigger, and I'm a little more sensible how I mow. But frankly, I enjoy mowing just in random patterns. This is going to stem back towards politics, but I'm not a big fan of this. I'm gesturing. You can't see, but I'm gesturing at the screen. I'm not a big fan of just having a property with an unnecessary amount of grass. Grass is pointless if it's kept short, like it is here. The only purpose grass serves as a garden, the only purpose a garden serves is if you have kids or an animal that requires it. And it only serves kids well if they're able to go out and play in it, which in a lot of places they aren't, because people have got a lot more overprotective. And I'm generalising, parents in chat, I'm generalising, I'm not saying you guys specifically, but I think lawns have a very specific and niche position in the world, a niche position that they do not currently consider niche. I personally prefer I prefer the idea of a garden that is a lot of either a lot of beds or is just full of like different grasses and wildflowers and things. It's not one that requires much maintenance, frankly, which is something I like the sound of, but also just something that has a bit more biodiversity to it, frankly. And I know biodiversity is a very long word, especially for me. But yeah, I'm not saying I disapprove of lawns per se. I think that they are too common for what they are. And I say that living in a property with a lawn, with a massive garden, because a lawn is technically in the UK at least. I don't know what the rules are in the US, but in the UK, lawn is generally, I'd say, the front lawn. So it's the front garden. We let the dandelions grow for the honeybees. Our neighbours don't love it. It's your property. You have the right to do with it as you wish, provided it's legal. But even then, like, there are some things that are illegal that shouldn't be. And there are some legal things that are legal that shouldn't be legal. Homeowners Association. Excuse me. Sorry. Something caught in my throat. We don't really have them in this country. Swimming pool mulline? Have I got that right? Mulline? No. Yeah, that goes better with the brick. Trying to put this thing in is surprisingly difficult. Uh, holy crap, that was bad. Why is it raised off the ground like that? Oh, that's why. Rule around these parts just means the grassy bit of a garden if you have one. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's always been front lawn and back garden, specifically the word garden, not back lawn. So maybe it's just the way I personally have been raised. The hole is now... Place pool. I don't think that's actually how pools are installed. At least, I don't think you can do it on your own. Like that. There we go. Then we need a couple of sun loungers. Wench? I can't place them here because it won't complete the job. That's annoying. Hold on. There we go. All tasks completed. I didn't unlock the axe though. Don't have an HOA. That's good. From what I've heard, they are not nice. I'm sure there are exceptions. I am almost certain there are exceptions, but you only ever hear the bad stuff. Yeah, dandelions are good, and the thing is, dandelions are good. Humans can utilize them as well. Like, you can eat and drink dandelions. I mean, okay, you can't drink dandelions, but you can use dandelions to make a drink. Right, mail. Oh dear, we've got a lot of jobs. Trees need cutting down. This is a lot of... I'm making noises with my hands. I am such a child. You would not believe I was an adult unless I showed you my ID. Getting rid of big trees requires cutting them down first. Remember that for safety reasons... I'm not playing Minecraft! I'm not playing a game with jump scares! Why the hell am I getting spooked by the creeper sound? Curse you, Elkhorn. Curse you. Okay. Tasks. Cut down the tree, bury and fill. Where is the tree? Ah, here we go. Axe. It said chop as low as possible. Okay, I'm chopping. How much chopping do I need to do? And yes, I'm aware the way I'm chopping it. Did I miss that creepy sound or did it not make it on? I heard it. Could someone play one of the free sounds, please? Nice and easy. Yeah, if someone could play one of the free sounds, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. Just, because I don't want people... Well, it got me, Elkhorn, so it just didn't get the, full reaction, because I kind of had to take it... My brain sent just, like, a bit of adrenaline running through me, because it knows I'm supposed to be scared of that noise. But there was also a moment in my brain just kind of processing... Did we hear that correctly? Jesus, mini packs! I said one of the free sounds! That one inspires a lot more fear than the creeper does. Okay, oblong-shaped pond. It's an interesting white. Nope, that worked. Just checking. Curse you guys. Why do you have to scare me? Why can't you just be content with me having a nice, relaxing stream? Am I not allowed that anymore? Was I ever allowed that? There we go. All tasks completed. Complete the job. Skip. Right. And then we get back to the office. Right, what else have we got? Additional walls, walls to knock down, playground and barbecue, substrates. Let's just gonna work through a few. We gave you almost 2 hours. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. You did give me almost 2 hours. I'm just gonna work my way through some of the jobs just to try and make sure that I've unlocked everything, because I've still got 2 things locked here, and I think I've still got 2 things locked here as well. So I've still got stuff to unlock. Was there anything out here? No. There's a basement. This floor has a basement. How do I access the basement? Not through there. Through here. Repair electrical outlet. That one. Right, let's see if this one will be a little more reasonable than the last one we worked on. Because that was really quite frustrating. And it looks like it is going to be more reasonable. There we go. Demolish! Demolish! All the smash! All the smashy smash! More. Fairly certain that traditionally when you demolish stuff like this, you're supposed to like cover things in dust sheets or just move things. You shouldn't just start swinging a hammer wildly and hoping you get it right. I say that. I am not someone who works in this kind of industry, so what would I know? I know nothing about this kind of stuff. Right. I'm not sure how much I have to hit each wall before it's considered properly demolished. Because some of it will just randomly like shatter, and other bits will just remain wedged. See, that just all went. And does it make a difference how close I am? And like, if I keep hitting one small bit on the bottom, do I still have to hit? Looks like I still have to hit. That was an interesting ragdoll. Ooh, more demolition. 25% faster demolition, I guess. Ooh, hold on. Why does this one never appear? Option to negotiate the price. Nearly there. So what's the green one? Oh, right, I'm putting a wall in. There we go. Right, build wall. Ah, it shows on the minimap as well where I'm putting it in. There we go. Unfortunately, I have to click every single time. I can't click and drag. It's unfortunate. Interestingly, the jobs list considers it all one room. rather than 2. I don't know if that'll change once I've put the wall in place. New skill point. 125% faster building. Much faster. And whilst we're in here, we'll make the bet. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Right, please. I think it's to do with what objects are nearby. It affects the way the camera angle can position properly. Apparently, I can do 2 screws at once because I am magic. I did not know this. There we go. Sell object, baby cot. That was the wrong button. Yeah, no, that has actually changed the room names, right. Frankly, that bed looks pretty decent for a young kid. Put it there. All tasks completed. Complete the job. There are some kids who would love that. There are not many parents who would love that, though. No, I'm saying that. No, there are probably a few that would like an exposed brick wall these days. Why does my property still look like that in the loading screen? It doesn't look like that anymore. Really quite disappointing. I also don't know if I'm supposed to be able to unlock something to improve that. But it doesn't matter, because I've hit the 2nd hour, so I am going to take my 2nd break. Everyone else should do the same. Just a few minutes to stretch, top up your drink, give your eyes a rest, all that wonderful stuff. And when we come back, we will try and unlock some more abilities, I guess. I don't know what they're called. Skills, utilities, tools. Frankly, all of those terms could work quite nicely. Anyway, I'm rambling, as I often do. I will see you all in a few minutes. And we are back again. Right. Just make sure everything has not changed in my absence. I don't see why it would have done, but you never know with computers. Some computers can be just, including mine, can just randomly decide they want to do something completely different. A number of times my computer decided, you know what? Whilst you're right in the middle of this, I think I'm going to tell you that in 2 minutes I'm going to update and you can't do anything about it. In case you can't tell, I'm not a big fan of this problem. Right, more demolition. More excuse to use my big hammer. I do like the fact that it goes yellow on the minimap. That one, yes. When I hit it for the first time. There, missed one. This one, this one, that one. Duh, duh, duh. No worries, J Price. Thank you for stopping by. Always lovely to see you. And yeah, hopefully see you again soon. I got an interaction. Oh, it's the door. It's trying to get me to interact with the door. Is that just... it's just... I didn't realise. I assumed they would get destroyed. I didn't expect them to just, like, fall on the floor. Hold on. Okay, I need to paint the bedroom, which is not this room. And yes, I know I didn't actually read the job description when I first accepted the job, but I don't know if I really need to. I mean, if people want me to, then absolutely will. They're just generally flavor text, and yes, they do cover the tasks, but I can also see the tasks when I enter the building in question. That one there, and that one. Okay. So I have now damaged all the walls I need to destroy. Okay. There's got to be a more efficient way of doing this. I don't know what it is, but there probably is one. Although saying that, I seem to have got a pretty good method. Whoop. Wow. I'm not sure how that worked, but I'm also can't help but notice that the ceiling and the floor underneath the walls have been done. It's like they've panelled the floor and painted the ceiling and then put the wall in and then painted a bit more. Okay. Video game logic at its finest. I can smash a bit at the top and it destroys a bit at the bottom as well. And vice versa. That's all that. What happens if I... Nothing. Okay. And can I... I can't damage the outer walls. Interesting. So I don't think I can make the office building bigger. Okay, that's... Just wait for that to despawn, yep. Pick that one up, and... There. Not in there. In here. Sleepy blue. Paint. I'm assuming I need to paint the entire room. Yes, it looks like it. Be careful not to get the frame of the window. You know, one of the things this game does is it makes you, well, it at least does for me, is makes me think about what kind of thing, like what I would like for a place to live. Because it makes me think, like, would I want open plan? Would I want a large living room or a large kitchen? Like, what would I want if I had my own place? And it's all wishful thinking, especially at the minute. But maybe one day I can have something to call my own. I can decorate how I want. I can be a bit of a pessimist at times, so probably not anytime soon. But still, it's a nice thought. And I also know I wouldn't want open plan. If I could choose, I would like to keep each room as its own thing, if possible. But what do I know? What do I know about owning a home? And that attitude may change in the future. Knowing me, it probably will change in the future. I am very indecisive. Right. Stupid lamp. Interesting the way, if you look at that, it actually highlights it a bit above. I'm pointing at my screen. Why am I pointing at my screen? But it highlights a bit above the actual ceiling, beyond what we're actually painting, which is interesting. Because you can't see that bit, and there's no way to make that bit visible. Yes, Addy. Yes, it does include you. Possibly. Assuming we move in together when we first get our own when we first move out, we move in together. And whilst I would like that, there is no guarantee. I'm not very good at planning for the future. I find the unknown of things, especially things like the future, to be quite scary, so planning for the future I find rather difficult, to say the least. It's just an unfortunate side effect being me. How many more walls do I need to paint? 22. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to go for instant painting or paint more. Not sure which would be better. Now, thinking about it, I've never used one of these before, these paint rollers. I've only ever used a normal paintbrush, I think. I've seen... Just noticed the reflection slowly developing. I've seen them used. I mean, I'm using one in a game, but I've never actually used one. I'd quite like to, just for curiosity's sake. Right, let's sell that so I can get that money back. Complete the job. That's quite a nice blue. That's not so attractive. I have this weird thing about not so much necessarily the colour white, but its dominance in home design. And also things like Christmas lights. I would walk around looking at Christmas lights around the village this Christmas just gone, and see everything was blue and white. And whilst I understand that they're popular, it seems a shame. I remember when all Christmas lights were like, you would get some white, but they were like multicolored and things, and it's just like, why is that not really as a thing anymore, and I don't know if it's still the case elsewhere, but it's just in this village, and this area is just predominantly like white and light and various shades of blue, and it's just, why don't people want vibrant colour? That's fair enough, Addy. It's a big thing to move out by yourself. Yeah, Pax. As far as I can remember, I've never used a roller before. Well, that's the thing. I've done bits of painting, but in our old house, all the walls were wallpapered, so we were applying wallpaper paste, and that was using a brush. And then I didn't have much to do with the actual painting of my current bedroom because I was working at the time. So when my mum and dad were working on it, which was when they had their free time, which was weekends, I was at work. I can control the minimap zoom. How did I not know I can control the minimap zoom? Oh, I feel stupid. Yep. I have to press every time. I can't just hold, but still. Okay, so the timer is nothing to do with the actual in-game time. It is to do with how long I've been working on the property. Okay. Is this exclusively garden? Yes, it is. Remove weeds. Okay. Can do that. Perks. Okay. It's useful to know. Ah. So the plant's already owned. I just need to install them, apparently. In fact, I'm not even sure I need to install them, technically. But if you're going to have them there ready for me to install, then I'm going to put them in. Weeds visible on the map. Lots of weeds. Also, we need to mow the lawn, so there. And that will also help remove some of the weeds. There we are. And yes, I know this isn't the right way to mow the lawn. Freshly cut grass, it warms my heart. Won't let me remove the random flowers, apparently. Did not know that. It's good to know. And over here. That's all the weeds removed. And we've got a load of objects to buy, but I'm going to just quickly put all these plants in because the red circles are bothering me. And they look so much more vibrant. And also, frankly, it looks like you want me to put them in, so I'm putting them in. They're going to get back and be really upset because I've planted all their plants when they just wanted them in pots. Put in plant. Cover with soil. Oh, that's interesting. The moment you take it out the pot, it starts to go dark. And then when you water it, it gets bright again. I didn't realise that. There we go. And this one. There we go. Right, let's start with section 3 because it's the smallest. Tasks. Table. I can't go in the house. Okay, so that's the sort of colours we're looking at in the house. Need to actually be stood in it for it to appear. Not brown. No, not white. Yeah, that looks good. And tabletop. I think that looks good. And sofa Sammy. Base, grey coffee, pillow, black. One there. One there. There we go. That's nicely done. Right, let's buy the stuff for here. Ooh. No. 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 No, no, no. American walnut. That puts a leg right in front of the door. There we go. Ellipse couch. Oh, okay. That's an interesting... Why are there two different blacks? Hmm. Put that there. No, I can't put it there apparently. Ah, that's why. Let's put it there. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks very nice. Table Gertrude, chair Gertrude, and grill Vengel. It's nice and easy. Let's go for, not Brown Beach, let's go for this one, which is light. And the chair, light. We want 6 of these. Which I guess means one there, one there, and 2 there. There we go. I am excellent at garden design, apparently. Place plants, small cherry. Let's do the small cherry first. We'll put it over here in the corner. Garden plants need to be planted. What a surprise. I think the tips will keep repeating themselves. I don't think they're like a one and done thing. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Net tip, now you can cover the plant with soil. It should have told me that earlier. So. Okay. Legs. I think cherry's the best. Metal, darker. Ah, base of the swing. Yep. And then frame. I think that's best. Okay, right, we want a good place for the swing. Let's put the swing there. Right next to a tree. Yeah, that's a good place for a swing. Sure. I don't have kids, so I wouldn't know. Sandpit. Cherry again. Ooh, that's actually quite bright. Perhaps not. Walnut? Walnut's a little better. And you can go there. That's nice and easy. And then a Rooster Spring Rock. Ooh. I think that's pretty good at default. Not there. There. That's brilliant. That's really good. Right, complete the job. I think that looked quite good at the end. That picture does not. That picture looks hideous. Don't know if there's a way to change it. There might be. I should probably do some. Warning, a mole has dug its way into the lot. Use a shovel to remove all the molehills, but be careful, the malicious mole will create new ones if you don't find him. Okay. We've got one thing still locked here. And also inside. Shh. Oh, wow. Holy shit! That was... That took me off guard. What was that achievement? Oh, no, I had an achievement pop up. I know you couldn't say it. Whack-a-mole, your time has come, Mr. Mole. I was not expecting that. All molemans are gone. Great work.
Language.
Yes, Elkhorn, I know. I'm sorry. In my defense, it spooked me. Substrates for liquors instead of flowers. There's a lot of people who want me to do stuff to their loved ones' properties. Also not a big fan of that name. That's my grandfather's name. Yes, Elkhorn, I know, I know. I think it's because I've never seen the mole before, so I had no idea what it looked like. Let's do the student's house clean up. There's going to be a lot of cockroaches in this one, folks, just to give you all a heads up. Based on this picture, which is usually a picture of the... Doesn't look like I need to do anything with the garden. Oh, I shut the door and pushed myself out. Cleaning. Okay, that's the corridor done. Oh, jeez. This is really bad. This how students live? Technically never been a student, not in this way, so... Jeez, do some students really live this way? That just seems so... almost disappointing. Like, why? Why would you want to live like this, frankly? It just... I can sort of understand cleaning windows because they're very much a low priority thing, but still, everything else. Why would you vandalise the walls? Well, we're both from sort of the same part of the country, so that's not too surprising. Seal dirt on the minimap. Oh, increased chance of successful negotiation. Sure, why not? And radiator. Yeah, Walker's quite a common name in the north of England. I don't know. I know I don't need to do this, but I just... There. Okay, and I need to paint the room white. I'll do the painting in a bit. All the bottles have to be disposed of individually. That requires a lot of clicking. Right then. There we go. Looks like this one's not so bad. Yeah, I don't need to paint it, and I don't need to buy anything apart from the radiator. If I buy stuff, does that get added? Like, do I get paid? Do I get reimbursed for all the stuff that I buy, or just the stuff that I needed to buy? Like, how does that work? Because I'm not actually sure. Because it's not actually made clear how much you get paid for a job. I should probably make a note of how much I spend in on a single property. See how much of that I then earn back. Okay, clean dirt apparently. Ah, up there. Can't quite see it. That's it. There we go. Right, we can shut that door because we're done in there. Open all the others. Jeez. Slobs. Just utter slobs. Glad I don't want... I can see cockroaches at the corner of my eye, so we'll leave that room for the time being. I'm going to try and do the cockroach room last, just so people have plenty of time if they would like to look away to prepare. Holy crap. Take care of your bathroom, for crying out loud. Bathroom and kitchen should be two of the cleanest rooms in the house. They're also the rooms that get the dirtiest, interestingly enough, but... Well, at least in our house they are. I can only really go off a couple of houses, but... Kitchen, I think, is partially just because that is the way we normally come in, via the kitchen, so... Getting back from a muddy dog walk, through the kitchen. Getting back from a long day in a kitchen, where you get covered in grease and shit. Sorry, language. Again, coming in through the kitchen. There we go. I apologise for getting a bit lackadaisical with my language. Lackadaisical may be the wrong word. It feels like the right word, but it might be the wrong one. Up there. There we go. Washer and radiator. Radiator, by now. There we go. And washer goes next to the... Helps if I unscrew the fixture. Great uncle. I'm trying to think. Great uncle, that's your parents' uncle and aunt, isn't it? I'm not sure what I'm clicking on then, but I'm clicking on something. So just casually thinking about how old are my dad's cousins. Likelihood of being related to Minipax. You never know. You never know. And frankly, I think it would be quite funny if Minipax and I discovered we were actually related to one another. It would be nice to actually have a decent relationship with one of my extended family. Decent relationships makes it sound like I don't get on with them. It's not so much I don't get on with them, some of them. It's just that I never speak to them. Beyond my direct cousins and things, I barely know their names, and of the cousins that are of a similar age to me, one I haven't had contact with for the past 10 years, 11 years now, and the other I just don't see. And no idea what sort of thing he does or what he's into, so it makes it hard to start up a conversation. He's also expressed an interest in the streams, and I'm not 100% comfortable in having him watching my streams, and I have no idea how to avoid that, how to avoid giving him my username. We've discussed before the reason which that's a link somewhere given the walkers in my family from Halifax. Oh yes, yes, we have indeed discussed it before. I don't remember the sort of things I've talked about before. I have a tendency to repeat the same conversation topics repeatedly because to me they're new. Where's... Oh, seriously? There we go. Right, that's the bedroom done. Close that door. In here. Okay, this one doesn't have any rubbish. Makes me worried, the lack of a sink in here. Why is there no sink in here? There's clearly the space for a sink, so why was the sink removed? What did they do to the sink to necessitate its removal? Not sure if that's on the floor or the ceiling. Ah, there it is. Hold on. I can put the towel radiator in by now. There we go. There we go, and then I need to unscrew this first. I have to do it in a specific order apparently. This is for students, so let's just go for that. Nice and simple. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. But it provides them with a bit of extra storage in the bathroom. And hopefully they'll treat it a little better than the previous occupants. Is that everything? Yes. Apparently I still need to clean dirt in here. Ah. Come on. There we go. And then... Okay, I can't actually see the dirt there. I can see that dirt though. Sort of. I'm glad I've unlocked it on the map. Wrong way. There we go. This room is another trashed room. Though, we've only seen one room with the graffiti on at least. Though there are some suspicious brown stains that worry me in all the rooms. That's not all of it. There's a bit. That's all of it. There we go. Clean the window. I've no idea what colour windows go when they're just left not cleaned on the inside for a while. I've no idea if like they normally are this shade of brown or if this like sort of brownish shade, almost sepia tone, is an indication of anything in particular. Can't open that window. Radiator. Get that assembled, and then we'll tidy up the room a bit. There we go. Yep, that's looking good. Right, I think this is now the cockroach room. Yes, it is. And, oh my god, they have utterly trashed this entire room. It is disgusting. There's another room. Holy it's just not even your house, for crying out loud. And have you never heard of recycling? I mean, really, and a number of bottles. I know I sound like a crotchety old man, but come on. Students are my sort of age, without wishing to get into specifics. So I feel ashamed to know that there are probably people out there who do behave like this, who are like representing my sort of demographic, and it's just like, seriously, how can you just be so thoughtless? Clean dirt, where have I missed? There we go. There we are. Clean the window. Okay. Open that window. There's fully actualized adults who are as bad. Yeah, this is very true. This is very true. I need to remember that. I think it's just because I feel like there's a stereotype for people my age behaving like this. Perhaps not entirely unfounded, but still, I'd like to think that people try and break the stereotype. Enough of us complain about it. Like, I'm not saying that I'm spotless. I'm definitely not, but I'm definitely cleaner than this. I mean, come on. There's a bit disorganised, and then there's utterly filthy. I do like the way the cockroaches get sucked into the vacuum cleaner, though. That is that is quite cool. For someone who's okay with cockroaches, at least. And I'm okay with virtual cockroaches, not so much with real ones. Real life insects are a bit of a strange one for me. There's a cockroach there. Come on. There we go. Just get rid of all these bottles. Back to a bit more cleaning. I've got to clean the window before I can clean the window. Oh, jeez. So disgusting. A broom or mop does not work on cockroaches. Yes, I know. I mean, technically a broom probably would, but it wouldn't work very well. Got stuck on the table. Possibly because of the light fixture. You know, I'm not even going to ask why there's stains on the sofa like that. I'm not even going to ask. Jeez. Thankfully, cockroaches were never a problem at the pub I worked at. That would have been incredibly... Oh my god, I could mark the job as complete here. I could just sod off. That's just... That just ain't right. 4 out of 6 cockroach nests destroyed. Come on, cockroaches, into the vacuum cleaner. I've no idea if vacuum cleaners are any good at removing cockroaches. One would imagine that they are just sucked in, but they're still alive inside. I could be wrong about that, of course. I have no idea how a vacuum interacts with a cockroach. If anyone knows, then please do inform us, because I would be quite curious to know if a vacuum is the correct tool for a cockroach nest. I assume normally you'd get exterminators in. I don't know for certain. Right. A couple of chairs in there. Sofa. Table. Clean the window. Have an itch right under where my headset goes over my head. That's really annoying. Downside of having my microphone be part of my headset rather than rather than its own microphone. Need to be more willing to mute my microphone to take a drink. I am stalling drinking so I can talk to you guys. New cleaning skill upgrade. 50% faster. I don't need it right now, but... oh well. There we go. That's that. So that's the living room. I swear more dirt is appearing in this corridor every time I walk through it. And then it is just painting in here. How far off a painting skill point am I? Painting. 7. Awesome. Let's see. It does ping up when I get a new one, so I can. There we go. Paint 2 walls at the same time. Yeah, that's good. I've no idea if this uses up the same amount of paint it would normally use to paint 2 walls, but it helps speed things up. And also there's... okay, that was interesting. I can actually do... so if I do that wall in the middle, then I can then do the 2 on either side, kind of. Right. This is already white, so I can get away with it, but it's a bit of a waste of paint. Because the game considers it unpainted, unfortunately. Ah, did it again. One of the downsides of painting 2 walls at once, apparently. Who knew there was a downside to being able to paint 2 walls at once? Bit more paint, nearly there. Go, a bit more paint. 94. 97. 100%, all tasks complete. Okay. £5,000. Pretty decent. And I think I've done a pretty bang-up job, frankly. That would be quite nice, I think, to move into. Provided the next people didn't also trash it. Which is entirely possible, frankly. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Although the garden's still a nutter tip, but I was not responsible for the garden. And I still have a dump according to the loading screen. Right. Wrong button. I need to hold right click. I've still got a locked skill in here. And I've still got a locked skill out here. I really don't know what those lock skills are. Got a few bunker jobs now. But, I am going to wrap up there, I think, because we're coming up on 3 hours. And I don't want to go too much longer. Alright, thank you everyone for coming along. It has been a lot of fun. It is... Screwy! Oh, Screwy. I really hope you've been lurking because I'm just about to wrap up. Uh, I'm sorry, Screwy. Maybe next time. I always feel bad when people arrive as I'm wrapping up. It's one thing to arrive when I'm about to go on break, but it's another to arrive when I'm about to leave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, McScrewgun. We love you. We all do, especially me. And we appreciate the fact that you've shown up, even if we are about to all go. Though in my defence, I do normally wrap up around this sort of time on a weekday. On a work night, or as my family like to call it, on a school night, even though none of us are in school and none of us have been in school for several years now. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the resubs at the start of the stream. Yes, Thank you, Elcon. That was a very nice segue. Yes, you can join the Finite in Discord that I share with Elcorn and Minipax and not end up like Screwy and showing up at the end of the stream because you get going live notifications for the 3 of us. I think, if I'm remembering rightly, you have to actually set it up so you have to set it up so you'll get alerts. But it means that if you just want alerts for me, you can have just alerts for me. If you want alerts for just 2 of us, you can have just 2 of us. Or you can have all 3 of us. It's whatever you prefer. I have it set up for all 3 of us. I don't know why I have it set up to ping me when I go live. I know when I go live. I hope. I'm yet to go live without realising. Could be an awkward day when that happens. And yes, please note the use of when, not if. School night thing, I think it's a UK thing. No lots who say, okay, it's a UK thing, not my family. That's good to know. I feel less unusual. What else is there to say? Oh yes, you can follow me on Twitter at HunterTriple5 or on YouTube. The channel name is the same, but the YouTube link is not because of the way YouTube links work for some reason. Don't ask me. YouTube is where all my VODs go eventually. I may have been slacking. I really need to get sorted on that. Mods, if someone could please kick me up the butt to actually get my VODs done this coming week at some point. Perhaps just message me, just ping me every day. That might be the only way you're going to get me to do it. If you annoy me into doing it. And VODs with an S, Elcon. Just he'll get there. It's just the delay. There we go. Yes, I like to keep my mods on their toes with slight variations of other people's commands. Yeah, I think that is everything. I am going to send you to someone playing Minecraft because I have no idea what I've done. What? Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. Yes, I do. Yes, I really, really do. I will get right on that some other time because it's 11:30 here, and I am tired. I've had a long day of not much. What else is there? There's nothing else. I'm going to send you to someone playing Minecraft because I don't know anyone playing House Flipper. and I like to try and keep things a little close-knit, so I am going to send you over to Tadpole Milk, who I think has only recently gone live, because when I looked before I came back from my last break, he was not live. So I'm going to send you over to Tadpole Milk. Raid message is, as always, hashtag Hunter Raid, howling at the moon, with any hype emotes of your choosing. I don't have any decent ones. I've got a Twitch default one. That's it. I will one day get emotes. One day. Sorry, Minipax, I'll come beat you to it. As far as I can tell, I don't know if that's right. Right. Anyway, I'm rambling, as is traditional for me. Yes, everyone, thank you all for coming. It has been wonderful. I love spending time with you all, and I hope to see you guys all again soon. Maybe Saturday. I'm trying to think if I've got anything going on this coming Saturday. I don't believe I do. There's a Netflix show coming out tomorrow that I might be binging, but I'm sure I can stop binging long enough to stream on Saturday night. Right. I could go on for hours. I know I could. So this is me saying goodbye. Be wonderful, be awesome, be friendly, and be kind. What show is God? Of course. I don't know. I don't even know why I said anything. I should have anticipated you guys asking what the show would be. The show is called Lockwood & Co. It's based on a book series that I quite enjoyed, so I'm quite eager to check out the show that's inevitably going to get cancelled because Netflix is Netflix. Right. Be wonderful, be awesome, be friendly, and be kind. Say hello to Tadpole Milk, even though I'm coming with you. Yeah, and thank you again all for coming. Good night.